Oopsie. Hi, everyone. Good to see you, Amanda. Welcome to Qi Gong. Feel the magic of your body. I'm not going to do a close-up, but I've got a healing wound on my finger. So I've just been enjoying exploring the programming. They even call it programming, and I was thinking about talking about programming today and how we're like computers so much, and we can upgrade our operating system through qi gong and matrix therapy and other things I do. But it's like there's programmed phases of healing when you get a wound, and I think it's so fascinating. And I was kind of working on, and I probably will work on more of this for Wednesday's class. But basically, I'm working on a metaphor, of course, with emotional wound healing. And, I'm sure you've all heard, anyone who's done like relationship therapy or self growth therapy, you've probably heard the metaphor that we are all open wounds. And so when we get triggered emotionally, it feels like someone's putting their finger in an open wound. And that's why we're so sensitive. Whereas if we would have done like all the phases of emotional healing, then it wouldn't trigger us for someone to touch the wound, because we'd have our scar tissue and we'd even have our new skin. And that's what I feel is so important about qigong, is that we are doing emotional wound healing deeply, energy healing. See, in the philosophy of energy, this is our physical body, mental body. Imagine like a ring of light around me. Emotional body is out here, and then energy body is out here. So, like, depending on what you read, and I've been researching the past hour or so, the skin has many layers as well. So in the skin, you've got the blood clotting, you've got the lymph going on, you've got the new cells being created for the skin. You've got the skin cells. There's like matrix cells that interweave and coagulate or whatnot. And you've definitely got like 4 or 5 clear phases of wound healing for your skin, for your blood, like for your blood vessels. You literally have to create these blood vessels again. And so to have that physical blueprint for what's going on energetically, I think is really helpful. Because when you get a psychic wound, when someone hurts your emotional field, your energy field, when they take your energy, it's a very similar healing process, but it's not paid attention to enough in this society. And it's actually pretty pervasive in this society to keep the wounds open and to not know how to heal it. Like if you look at the prison system, if you look at even institutions in jobs, like there is so much energetic warfare going on and so much energetic wounding going on, and not any energetic healing unless they're bringing in the massage therapists, unless they're bringing in the yoga teachers and the qigong teachers to have sessions at work, to have sessions at school, to have sessions in prison. Like people are being blown to pieces energetically and you don't see it. All you see is their physical body. And we can recognize it in each other's physical bodies. Like when someone looks really strong and healthy, their energy is probably also pretty healthy, But when we look at someone's physical body and they look weak and they look sick, their energy is probably sick too, but we're not addressing that. We're just like, oh, okay, let's heal the physical body. Well, the reason why part of the reason why the physical body is hurt is because it's been hurt energetically. When I hurt my finger on Thursday, I was so beyond upset about them taking down the tree. And not only upset about them taking down the tree right here, but upset about them not talking to me about it, about them shaming me for trying to have a conversation about it, and just feeling like my opinion didn't matter and like they didn't give me the time of day. Like they didn't have a long conversation with me about it. And I have a lot to say about it. And, I'm a paying member here and I should count, right? And so here I am feeling like I don't count and my energy is weaker, right? And it's like, it's my pointer finger. And it's like, I felt pointed at. And I was literally thinking, you know, of being looked at in a negative way when I hurt myself. I was literally having that thought. So it's almost like there was a tear in my energetic field. So I wasn't as attentive to what I was doing. And then the tear manifested on my physical body. And I think that is truly what happens to all of us in so many ways. And we're just not aware of it because it's invisible. And we have to start putting on our 5D glasses and seeing what is really going on with us energetically and what we're really creating for our physical lives based on what we're going through energetically. I'm going to go ahead and put some music on because here the leaf blowers are hanging out there. I know we all know this on fundamental levels, but and I'm what a lot of people say when I like teach them stuff is like, thank you for that reminder. Thank you for that reminder. Because it's not even like it feels like new information. It's like when I say it, it's like, oh yeah, I do recognize that because I'm human and I feel those things too, but I just never verbalized it. And, you know, now I do. Oh, here we go. Let's get this Spotify going. I'm going to play Every Cell, which is so healing. I had this oh dang, I have to connect this. I had this DJ gig last night and there was a lot of 440 hertz music that I had to play and a lot of low vibration music, and my energy felt very hurt by it, and I think that's really important to also acknowledge that we get energetic wounds from music. We get vibrational wounds. We have to be really careful with the energy and the vibrations that we surround ourselves with. So, just like, I got cut and I have to be careful with like the heavy objects I surround myself with. I have to be careful with the heavy vibrations that I surround myself with because my energy is getting affected. Um, so Amanda said something happened to her foot. Um, so I don't know if you were here when I said I was really into doing castor oil packs or some other kind of shea butter or something to lather your foot at night and put like, the appropriate plastic bag around it so you're not suffocating your foot, but just like a little bit in the front, a little bit in the back, put a sock on it. And to soften the energy around your foot is so powerful. And I think honestly, because I was doing that for a week before this happened, it's helping with the wound healing quicker. Why are you not playing music? Why are you not connected? Hmm. do this. So anyway, when I played this after DJing, I completely felt grounded. And I think that that's one of the best thing, like one of the easiest things to recognize is if your energy is grounded or if it's all over the place. If your energy is all over the place, I feel like it's like one of the wound phases. It's like you literally have an opening in your energetic field and you have to close it up. And just like you have to create new blood vessels to bring oxygen to your wound, you have to create new energetic pathways that connect you with the spiritual energy outside of you and inside of you. Because when those pathways are severed, you feel scattered and open to bacteria. And so, what metaphorically is bacteria to our energy? These other forces that move in and try to control what we're doing in life. See, a lot of us, we're doing the hustle and bustle, but we don't feel like we're doing what we're truly meant here to do on earth. We don't feel like we're expressing our hearts fully. We're squished because we're doing what we're supposed to be doing. And we don't feel free like the birds. We don't feel free like the squirrels hopping around. And we're caged in these different fear systems and control systems, which is constantly wounding us energetically. So the more we heal energetically through qigong and whatever else you decide therapeutically, the more these systems are just going to break down around us, because it'll be very clear that they're harmful for our energy. It's hard to say no to something when you don't have full consciousness that it's wounding the best you, and then it's hurting the best you. And we get mind effed to think, oh, well, we need that for survival. And that's actually just the bacteria saying, no, I need it for survival so I could keep infecting you. It's not you that needs it for survival. You actually have these other things that can help you, like these other amazing energies that are constantly wanting to come to you, but for some reason the pathways have been destroyed. And I wouldn't be surprised if the goal of some of these energetic bacterias is to literally remove our whole layer of skin, as if energetically we are walking around just, floating like our blood, like there's hardly any skin. Like if we were able to see people's aura energetically, like, is that layer of skin on it, or is it completely open to being infested by these other programs, these other bacteria, these other desires that aren't our desires? So let's get to it. Notice your breath, notice your heartbeat. And what is your intention today? My name is Aviva, and my intention today is to truly be aware of the strength and our potential to be fully complete and whole energetically, and to recognize the energetic wounds that are healing, and to focus our energy towards that healing so that we complete it, so that we can feel so energized and alive and joyful and so connected, not only to our source, but also to each other. Because we cannot connect in a healthy way to each other if we're open wounds energetically. It's like being around each other when we're going to the bathroom all the time. It's like, no, there's private time for going to the bathroom. You don't follow me into the bathroom when I'm going to the bathroom. Well, wound healing is a very private, open, vulnerable time. Like, well, I've been trying not to go into public with this finger, but I know intuitively it needs oxygen and I don't want to cover it that much. So I've been a little more isolating. And that's good. And that's healthy to take time to heal so things don't get in there. You have to keep yourself protected. And so what's happened is a lot of us have experienced trauma when we were children, and we didn't have the ability to take time to heal that wound because we couldn't even verbalize it, and because our culture didn't know how to take care of it. And some of us had it, some of us didn't. And so because we never had it, we never had that time to heal. It's like bacteria got in there, and it's like we have to extract a lot of gunk that got in our energetic psychic way in order to really develop that healthy skin. Otherwise it just kind of stays mushy and things can keep coming in there, and we got to push that mush out and just have this strong protective bubble to express our royalty. That is my long intention. What are your intentions? So another thing, Amanda, with damaging the foot is to really, touch your feet every day and notice where the tension's building up, because it's probably been building up for a while. And then also slowly walking around and noticing, am I putting most of the weight on the outside of my feet, the inside of the feet, the front, the back, or am I really balanced when I'm walking? And just kind of like trying to relax every cell of your feet as you're walking. I mean, not now, so you don't put pressure on the wound, but just as a daily practice. Any other intentions out there? Yeah, the music that we listen to is like vibrations getting into you that aren't sacred. And so you got to push them out and find your sacred again. And I think we can just start by like choosing 2 imaginary areas that could be where the negative vibrations are coming in, or the infections, the psychic infections. People even say music is infecting me. It is. It absolutely is. It is infecting you with a vibration, and it's affecting you. And you have to choose to release it or not and get back to your sacred and heal the infection with a vibrational antiseptic like qigong, like Aviva and the Flying Penguins music. All right, notice your breath, notice your heartbeat. Let's breathe in our intentions. Release anything in the way. Breathe in your intentions. Release anything in the way. All right. So let's just imagine where two holes might be in our sphere bubble above us. We're going to breathe in and then push that infection out and imagine your energy sealing up above you. Okay? And you can go out to the side too, whatever feels good to you.
Has sacred thoughts, beliefs, love, right, sounds, sacred beliefs, love, rights, sounds. Every DNA, every RNA is love.
Feel the connections being built again, the connections to your sacred.
I don't know why I'm whispering. It's just happening as I empty and I get out of the way of the flow. The flow that wants you to know that every cell in your body is sacred and filled with light and filled with intelligence and filled with knowledge and filled with the belief that you are whole and you are complete. That you are.
Hey, Patrick. Patrick's intention is to push the mush out of his life. Blessings, everyone. Healing frequency being sent to your injuries
Full
and every
moon
sacred.
energy. Pulling in that
All right.
sacred
We are healing
energy.
ourselves.
Your sacred water in every cell of your sacred body. In every pore of your sacred.
See, that's the trick is our body and our energy heals ourselves.
In every cell
You know, we're not healers of other
of your
people.
sacred body.
When we send out energy,
In
it's not like we're giving energy, we're just shining our light so the other
of your
person
sacred
can heal themselves. Like we're like
body.
worms. We like
In every thought.
regrow our energy.
In your
You can't give your energy to someone else. You can
body.
open the channel.
In every revelation. In every challenge of your sacred body and spirit and mind.
And make a
full of
sacred
light,
space.
Never left
It's like
behind,
cleaning up a
full
room
of light.
instead of adding more clutter.
And your sight. You are seen, you are seen, you are hearing, you are heard, you are feeling, you are felt. Yeah. Yeah. You are light. You are light. In every sacred cell of your sacred body, you are filled with light. You are filled with sound. In every sacred spot of your sacred body, you are filled with sound. You are filled with light. In every space is filled. Every space is filled with you. Every space is filled with your light. Every space is filled with your belief. What do you believe? What do you believe? Do you believe you deserve love? Do you believe that you are love? Every sacred cell in your ever sacred body is filled with your thoughts, your feelings. Empty that negativity. Empty that need for validation. Empty that greed, every greed that you think is a need. Empty it. So you can make space for the positivity, because every cell in your body can have positive thoughts, positive feelings.
Embrace your sacred energy, which means it is yours. It is no one else's. It is sacred to you. The light that you have, no one else has. You can't give it away. That's what codependents struggle with, because manipulators in their life have made them believe that their energy was for them, but your energy is for you. And we all can create energy. If someone's lacking energy, I mean, yes, you can ask if they want energy, but don't assume that you can give your energy, because you need it. There's sacred contracts that you have for you. And so it harms someone else to sometimes give them your energy, because it makes you weaker and you need to be stronger for humanity. You have to give that energy to yourself and then overflow it, or it's out of balance. We're going to do the Qi Gong. We're going to bring our yin hand under the belly button, which is right for women, left for men, and the yang on top, each shoulder width apart. Press in and bounce. But I think the reason why prayer works for people is because it does eradicate infections, like the infectious spirits that can get into people with your light. When you shine your light bright enough on the world, then other people's icky whatever got in them will just like run away, because they don't like the light. They don't like the light of truth. They don't like the light of joy. And those are the energetic band-aids or antiseptics that we have. Shake it up, shake it up, shake it up. Our cells are so sacred. They have like a divine pattern and they rebuild themselves energetically, emotionally. And that's why this class is just a reminder, because you're constantly in a state of rebuilding. Just like the skin cells are being recreated. Every 7 years, every single cell in your body has been recreated. And when we do qigong, we are adding that energetic vibration to the physical body as we create it. That pathway. Bottom hand comes out and up, top out and down. Shake. I swear as I did this, the leaf blowers got further away as I pushed the mush out. And come to stillness. I'm holding my hand up because it hurts to put my finger down, but put your hands down. Feel the feet on the ground, rock them back and forth, lifting all the toes, and then come back down. We're going to bring that left shoulder down and up, and the right. Again, both of your arms should be down. I edit it because it hurts my hands. You don't need to do anything that hurts you. It's all about communicating. We can do this. Let me know if the music's too loud. And rotate the left shoulder back 3 times. And the right. And the left. And the right. You got to trust your feelings when it comes to all this stuff, because it's just so invisible. And it helps to talk it out and realize, oh, my feelings are valid. And both at the same time. Oh. There's just so many bullies out there. Allow your arms to float. And you can feel like physically the vibrations that aren't sacred just leaving your body. And the more you can get into a state of mind that's grateful and not worried, the more you can feel those extractions happening. going to come up halfway in reverse directions. Just keep paying attention to that physical blockage in the hands over yin hand first and yang, and like as you find the blockage, you can find the gentle breath to breathe through the blockage. And you can move in a way that creates more flexibility and releases the rigidity. And then you can feel those, once you feel that fluidity happening, then you can feel that the chi vessels, like blood vessels, are starting to recreate as well, which is so important. Those connections to the chi that just wants to nurture you and flow in you. Like electricity. And it might physically hurt to get those energy vessels back into your body, because the thing about the energy is it's not just outside of your physical body, it's in your physical body. And the reason why you get physical damage is because that energy chi vessel got hurt and it's no longer connected to your physical body. You gotta get it back in there so that your whole body lights from the inside out. All right, moving on to the next part of the form. I'm going to drop some links here before I do that. The first one is for this magic gel, which I just ran out of when this happened, but I had enough for like the first day. I had a little bit left and I just ordered more. I hope it comes in the next couple of days, but you know how shipping is. This is the most amazing thing, at least for my wound healing. It was like probably sped it up 4 times. And now I'm using neem oil, which also seems to be awesome. And then here is a link to donate to class if you'd like to donate. I think it's got unlimited value, but that's just my opinion. And I can't put a price on it, so I just offer it for free. So donate whatever is in your heart. And I want everyone to experience it because I think it adds value to the whole world. And the more we value this whole world, the more we value ourselves, the more we value each other, the more we create good things for our energy. How can we repair all of our energy if we don't have unlimited access to the tools with which to do it? And we didn't have it growing up, so I have to offer it. All right, so now we're going to go to the feet healing. I'm going to lift my hand, but keep yours down if it's comfortable. Lift that left heel up. Relax. The shoulders down. Your chest naturally rises up. Keep that pelvis tucked. I started to stick it out there. And rotate the left knee towards the right. You're welcome. And how's the music, Amanda? Is it a good volume? And the other direction. Thank you for the feedback. And the other foot. Rotating the knee towards the left, bending both knees. And the other direction, please. Both knees together, thighs together. We're going to rotate the whole thing to the left. Hold your arms however you want. And the other direction. And we're going to just sway back and forth like a tree in the wind, putting all of the weight on one foot and then the other. I can't resist. I haven't had breakfast yet. This is called the apple tree move. Put all the weight on one foot and then the other. Keeping your feet on the ground. Come to stillness. Feel the energy. Feel the energy from the ground feeding you. And feel your feet repairing as you feel this energy coming in. Also notice if you feel like the receptors of that energy, that electrical vessels, feel them being created. And I feel like that is such a big deal. I feel like we make ourselves smaller than we are in this culture. We hide our light. And the way we do that is we sever our connection to the light. We're like, oh, it's just easier to like block the light from coming in me, so I'm not that bright. So to open it up, it takes a lot of courage. Open up those vessels. Dust it off. Get that light in you. Don't be scared. Going to the next one. The next part of the form, I'm going to label my links. Because some people might just be looking for the ASEA gel. I'm telling you. If I would have had it the past 2 days, I think this would have been healed by now. I really do. Ah! I don't want to show you. All right. Next part of the form, alchemizing humanity. Feet shoulder width apart. Hands lifted. Fingers spread. Relax. Imagine you're holding an energy ball there and rotate your hips in a circle and follow with your hands. Good job. Thanks for the thumbs up. I appreciate you. And the other direction, please. Good job. And look, I have room here. Bend over, reach your left arm all the way up to the ear and just let it drop down like a feather. You're going to go back and forth. So anytime you have pain, inflammation, remember you've got to get that network back in there, those energy vessels that connect you to the energy. The reason why there's pain, the reason why there's stuckness is because you have to create new energy vessels, and you have the programming and the patterning to make that happen. You just haven't triggered it. So do it. Get those energy vessels in there. And that's the power of qigong, is it's really slow moving and it gets those energy vessels back into every area of your body. If you don't wiggle too much, I wiggle too much. But if you stay still with it, that energy will fill you up. And if you feel the energy there, you know you've got those energy vessels there. We are healing our energy vessels. See, our emotional states resist the rebuilding of the energy vessels. When we suppress our emotions, we are suppressing the flow of where the energy vessels need to go. It's like our emotions are like the third phase of wound healing or something, or even it's all connected, right? So it's like if you don't feel those feelings, then that's one of the things that blocks the energy vessels from being created. So you gotta be willing to feel that pain, you know, to feel the heal, to create space for the good. It's just laborious. Reach across now, back and forth. Be nice and patient. Two more. All right. Now we're going to do some Uchi. Just allow the energy to move through you however it does. And just feel the chi and feel your connectivity to that chi. Just move however it feels good to you. Just following your chi, doing the wu chi. Two more minutes. Getting the gong on, getting your wuji on. If you know where there's like a lot of tension, that's probably where you have a lot of energy wounds. I definitely have in the upper back, and we might think, oh, it's just me using the computer, but see if you can just mentally discover, you know, you might need to close your eyes, if you can see the energetic wounds in the back of your heart and start to weave together the healing, your own healing, the beautiful energy, the sacred energy. Try not to beat around the bush, as they say. Get in there. Weave those energetic connections. Recreate a good bubble there, a connection to who you are. Don't give up. We're doing an extended Wuji Gong today. Feel that Wuji. Thanks for coming to class. Feel the chi. We got a kitty joining us today. Thanks for coming to class. Let's keep on feeling your chi. Let's just do an extended wuji. Doing our own energetic vessel healing. Hi, honey. When I pull out the destructive chi, she sometimes like moves her head back and forth like she could see it. Hi. Hello. Let's go back to the first exercise we did where we really imagine ourselves pushing out the mush and healing. Some people call this the aura, but really bringing those energy vessels and the recreating energy to your whole energy body. And recognizing that part of rebuilding the energy vessels is removing the infection, removing the mush, removing the psychic splinters. Hey, Karenza Thorn. How's Australia doing? We are healing the psychic wounds, the energy wounds today. We are taking that time to rebuild the energy vessels. Yeah. And you'll feel just stronger and stronger as you do this, as you remove that mushy, soft energy and replace it with your sacred vessels and energy that are nice and firm and protect you while being soft and permeable to bring in that good energy, but also not just open to energy, any energy. Really, you got to protect yourself. I am doing a qigong class right now, Karenza. So I don't like you just like telling me to like show myself. That's weird. Just push the energy out. You don't need to see me at all to do this. Karenza, you can leave now. Okay? It's not just us. YouTube doesn't show you what's going on, so if you don't stop, I'm going to block you. See, I'm pushing out the vibrations that aren't sacred, and you might be one of those vibrations. So you need to treat everyone respectfully here and sacredly. And it's really interesting when you get out the vibrations that aren't sacred, you might feel some inflammation happening. Like you might sweat, you might feel a heat rush. And it's because you feel that removal, and then it's like your body needs to inflame a little bit to kill the residue that's left over of that. And it's not easy. It's going to take a lot of work, a lot of attentiveness, and that's what I'm here for, to help you create this sacred space where you can take the time and do this hard work, you know? So thanks so much for joining me for class today. I hope it's been as productive for you energetically as it has been for me. I definitely feel things moving and repairing. And sometimes it helps to look at a physical repair in your physical body to understand that all these energy repairs are going on and they're just as real, even though they're not as visible to your naked eye. And to honor that. And when you feel icky, put some antiseptic energy energy on that icky spot and pay attention to it. Don't just blame yourself or shame yourself for having that wound. Take care of it and take care of you. We're coming upon the darkest day. We'll be with each other on the 20th to prepare for the 21st, the darkest day. And then from then on, things are just going to get better and better and more filled with light. And the darkness is a tool for you to isolate and cave and look at yourself in a sacred way. Wednesday, we're also doing a belly dance class. There is a charge for that, so contact me if you're interested in joining that live class, 4 o'clock on Wednesday. Let's go ahead and bow it out. Thanking all the lineage holders, qigong. Thanking all the teachers, filling our hearts with gratitude and compassion, and spreading out to the whole entire world. I know you're not perfect. I'm not perfect. I know you're struggling. We're all struggling with something. You're going to get through it. You're going to get that enmeshing, haunting vibration out of you. And you're not going to be affected by other people's haunting vibrations. You're going to feel the wholeness like a light bulb. You're going to be shining your light. You don't need to be scared of that light. You got this. I'm here for you. I will see you Wednesday at 1:30 for another Qigong class.